Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Take a look at this pile. I'm excited. I went to the bank, got some rolls. I got 10 rolls here, mixed of customer wrapped and 3 bank wrapped rolls. Dimes, I was just busting them out of their coins. I got 9 rolls of customer wrapped and 1 bank wrapped roll. Nickels, missing a roll here. They didn't have enough rolls, so I just got the 9 that they had. I'm excited because we got some older enders over here. Uh, so excited for those circulated. But these two, I am just happy and giddy to see what's in these. I did check, there are no enders and nothing jumping out, but she gave me $10, 2 trays worth of pennies she had in stock. So the banks normally don't give me these. I'm doing a penny hunt. We'll see how this goes, whether this becomes a separate video in and of itself, or if I am able to get all of these, depending on the finds. I might do it all in one video. So without further ado, let's get going here on these quarters. I am curious on these. We do have some wrapped up here with markings on them, so I'm hoping that is not a, not a Coin Roll Hunters returns there, but they are all checked, so hopefully that means they were all just verified out of there. Got 3 non-marked, and we have 3 regular. None of these, and I was just feeling there because I thought none of them were magnetic. Something felt odd in one of these, and of course now I cannot find it. But all right, so let's start at the one end. Let's take a quick look, see what we have here for you. We'll just do a quick edge search on there, and they are circulated. No silver as expected. Let's just do a quick look here, see what we have. All right, nothing of interest in that roll, so I'm going to continue on here with these, and I'll bring you back in for finds or the summary at the end of the 10 rolls. Well, it wouldn't be customer wrapped rolls without finding a nickel. Look at that. So that is, and it's not even an oldie, 1999 Denver in my quarter roll. So we're short there. And take a look at this one, found in an earlier roll. Talk about a dryer coin. That is a Philadelphia. Look how flat that is. The whole border, the high marks on Washington's face. And then you flip it over and look at the center there of Michigan. So 2004, was frictioned against something in between two things there. Definitely a dryer coin, just a fun find. No value in that one, of course. And then the other find up to this point right now, we do have a Philadelphia. We have Acadia. No R in that one. 2012. This is a 2012 Philadelphia, which means this is the lower mintage. Put it up there for you, under 25 million minted. So I did pull that one out. Not a key date by any means, but if it's under 25 million, that is definitely lower mintage. 3 rolls left to go. All right, folks. Nothing too exciting, but a happy hunt so far. We did have that one roll that was short a quarter, and they gave us this nickel instead. So we did have that customer wrap that was short, but for the humor, we did have that customer wrap also give us this wonderful washer coin, dryer coin, whatever you want to call it. Look how just amazes me right there, the high point right in the middle, just polished, smooth. And then on that side, so I don't know, somebody might have been using that for like a little lift on their machine. Just a fun one overall. Of the harder to find quarters that did come in, we have this Philadelphia, a little bit dirty, but this is a 2009 Northern Mariana Island, so we know this is a lower mintage coin. We also had 2, which I thought was impressive, both of which are Philadelphia one a wee bit dirtier than the other, but both of these are the Acada National Park 2012, which also are the lower mintage coins. So those are nice to find. I do pull those out for any future books that I might start. Unfortunately, this coin has the Ring of Death on it. Look at that. You can see that all around the outside, that wrapper ring. That was the end roll 2025 Philadelphia. And this one is Stacy Park Milburn. This is a book filler for me. I don't have the 2025 Philly, so I do get, and where did I put that? We'll just do that right now because it's here. Saves me time. My 2025s are mostly the Phillies. I have the Althea Gibson. I have the Juliet Gordon Law. Those were the first ones that I actually found a lot of. We have the Dr. Rubin, Philadelphia. We have the, I can't read that one. So for this, there it is, Ida B. Wells, Philadelphia. And now we can add the Stacy Park Milburn, Philadelphia. So now I just need to find those Denvers to complete those 2025 coins. We also did get a 2026. This is your Mayflower Compact, and this is a Philly. I've been seeing more and more of those. I don't need any more of those, so this will probably go back in circulation as well. So not too bad for the quarters. And now we have our dimes. And I did look at these dimes a little bit already now. And there it is. We have our magnetic there. I think that was the only one. Yep. So we have a foreign in this one at least. So we'll start off with this roll. If I can get it open. And all right, let's take a look. I can see it from there. I don't know if you guys can see it from there or not because of the focus. There we go, but you should be able to see it. It is right there. And let's take a look at that. And that is a 2009 Canadian. So I do like seeing the Canadians. So at least we got some kind of find out of these dimes. And that is looking like it. This is probably just a dirty corroded. Yeah, that's a 99. And yep, nope, clad. So let's also take a look here at the odd man out of our only bankrupt roll here. And this bank that I went to, I like their customers because I found a lot of silver in their customer wrapped rolls. That's why I opted for those. But she did have a tray of these for me, and I opted not to for this reason. That is all clad. All right, I'll go through these two dimes more in details, get going on the other ones, and I will bring you in for the summary unless we get some silver along the way. All right, so as expected with the dimes, nothing of excitement. I brought you in for that first roll. We have that magnetic Canadian, and that was a 2009, which whimsically enough might be the theme for today because take a look at this. We did get a 2009 Denver. These are a little bit lower mintage for the dimes. 2009 was just a low production year as a whole. So nothing of too much excitement. Let's get going on our nickels. I'll do the first roll here. They are all the same wrap, which could be good or bad. Depends on what we're seeing in here. And those edges look like it's a pretty modern circulated set. Where's my... All right, nothing of excitement. I'm going to get through and I'll start going on the rest of these nickels and I'll bring you back in for any finds along the way. Well, those nickels were a little bit better than I thought they would be. I got nervous at the beginning. No moderns, no foreigns, but but some good dates. No key dates, no lower mintage, but some fun finds nonetheless. We do have a 1939. That is a Philadelphia. We have a 1946. That is Philadelphia, common. We have a 1947, Denver, common. We have a 1948, Denver. Yeah, Denver. So all pretty common coins there. I'm just double checking. Yeah, it's the San Franciscos that we're really after right now. Of our 50s, holy crap, we got almost the full decade. No 50s, of course, but we do have a focus 1951. That is a Philly. We have a 1952, also from Philadelphia. We have a 1953 from Philadelphia. So three Phillies at the beginning, then we jump down. All of these are Denvers. We have a 54 Denver, 1955 Denver, 1956 Denvers, a 1957 Denver, whatever I just hit there, three 1958s, all from the Denver. And then we have our 1959. We have one Philly, yep, and one Denver. So no book fillers, no upgrades in these, but 51 through 59, that's a good span of the 50s there. Finding that 1939 is also a find. But what I'm excited about is what we're going to get into right here are pennies. I actually have $10, 20 rolls of cents. So these are the bank just had them turned in right before me, so I don't know, but I could look here at the end and guess. These are probably not searched. So I am going to expect, yeah, look at that. We're going to get some copper out of there. But let's do this one together and let's just take a quick look, see what we have. That's a good 1990. Ooh, all right, I'm going to take a closer look at some of these, get through the rest of these pennies, and I'll bring you back on if there's any finds along the way. All right, folks, here we are, roll number 9, and we have our first find. Take a look at that wheat cent coming up. Let's take a look at the year, and that is 1953 Denver. So not an oldie, but it's a wheat cent nonetheless. Hey, 2 rolls later, roll number 11, and look what just popped up. Reverse side, we got our second wheat cent. Good condition there. Circulated definitely, but let's take a look at the date in 3, 2, 1. 1952 Denver. So that's a 52 and now a 53. A little bit standing up there. Not too bad. This roll also did give us a 1972 Canadian. That's an old copper on there, so I do still get these in circulation. Looking for the King Georges, though, not the young Elizabeths. So 9 more rolls to go. Bring you in for the next one. And here we are in roll number 13. These are starting to pick up. We do have this one coming up face side. That is a 1945. Take a look at that. And because it's 45, we know it is a Wheatie. Look at that detail. Still good condition. 1945 Philly. That's the third Wheatie. Roll number 13. Bring you in for the next one. Wow, folks. Just wow. I mean, this is actually pretty standard for what my Lincoln Cent penny rolls used to be. When I do get them, it was great to get 20 rolls, just as a recap. We have one from 59. We have 34 from the 60s, of course, mostly 70s. We have 139 from the 70s. And over here we have 69 from the 1980s. That does include the 82s. I do weigh out to make sure I only include the copper 82s, not the zincs. A good row of Canadians and some oldies, but not too bad. We have here 1961, 1963, 1968, 69, 71, 2 from 1972, 1987, and 2006. So decent rolls, decent Canadians coming through as always. We did have this one. This is just a good, fun find here. I did pull this out just because of its condition. 2024 Denver is the lower of the minted 2024's limited mintage. There's still, what is that? Let me flip over here. 2024. I don't remember what that minting is. I'll have to look at it. But I believe those are the lower ones. I'm not going to keep that. I get so many of those. They're not as special as I thought. Creative editing there. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I'm only human. Of the wheat cents, we did only find those 3 Wheaties. We have this nice 1945 Philadelphia. We have a 1952 Denver. A little bit dirty on that one. This one still got some nice details in there, and that is a 53 Denver. So 45, 52 Denver, 53 Denver. Always good to see wheat cents in circulation. All of these cent totals is roughly 25%, 25.5% if I want to be exact, out of 20 rolls. So that's an average copper count for me, or percentage-wise. I usually range between 20 to 25%. So that's about average. It's an average penny roll. So with that, and not too many finds earlier for you guys, I'm going to end the video here and just say, hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end. I do appreciate your support if you did make it to the end. So thank you, thank you, thank you for suffering through my videos and enjoying the hunt and the finds along the way. If you have any suggestions, recommendations for the videos, ways I can improve the videos, graphics and transitions and all of that, I am open. Make those comments below so I can read them and see if it's possible to improve my editing skills. If you haven't already, please remember to hit that thumbs up. I do like that, and it works the YouTube algorithm there. And remember, while you're down there by the thumbs up button, slide over to the left there and click that subscribe button. Do appreciate that. I put out weekly videos, long format videos on Fridays, shorts on Wednesdays. I'm looking to expand the videos I do put out, so it's not just the coin roll hunting. Looking at adding some other content. But if you have any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, I am always open. Feedback is a gift. So until the next time, folks, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and happy hunting.